Hey, hello, မင်္ဂလာပါဓမ္မကေကမြင်တန်ပြီးဟဲတူနီပန်အလီဗေနာမော easy sewing YouTube channel ပနုံမောကေကငယ်တူနီကုံလက်ဒီအဟိရလေဘုံဘီမောjean pair ကလက်အောက်ထေမောကလက်အောက်ထေလုံးမောကြည့်တော့ဟိတဲ့bằngကြည့်တာနာ check နေဦးစက်ဒင်း check in ဒင်းကြည့်ကေကုံနေမောToday we are looking at a pair of jeans or chino. Can we let it out, make it bigger? Let's take a look at it. Jean or this type of pant, when we take a look at the back, even the side seam, we don't have anything to let it out. We can make it bigger because look at the seam, we can let it out. But we can take it in from the back seam. I will show you later, maybe another day. We can take it in maybe 3 inch, 4 inch. We can make it smaller. That's all we can do. We cannot let it out. But on suit pant slack, let's take a look at it. This is a back seam. In case you gain weight, we want to let it out 2 inch on this pair. We must have to look at the back of the seam right here. This is possible to let it out about 1.5 maybe, so this pair can be let it out. What I'm gonna show you is we're gonna take it in this pair. This pair we wanna make it 2 inch smaller. So we're gonna take in here. I pin it like this because when the customer fit it on, I pin from their body. So this is how it's look. Now what we're gonna need is chalk, scissor, or maybe blade or seam ripper. Now I'm gonna chalk where I mark like this, then I know where we're gonna sew. Here, take it off the safety pin or pin. Here. Now we're gonna remove everything here. Use seam ripper to take off those attack. Right there. We having this attack too, so it's depend on the pen, okay? Take off those seam, and now it's gonna look like this. Very easy, let out or take it in are kind of the same. Now we're gonna need some pin. We're gonna take it, we want to take it in about 2 inch, so we're gonna pin it where we want to take it in. Make sure we check with the mark where we chalk is, so we're gonna pin it like this. Sometimes even we have to take off those because it's hard to pin or hard to sew. So let me take off those, but don't forget to sew it back on. So I'm gonna pin this. Make sure this seam is straight line. Before you sew, make sure check if it's the right place or not. And we're gonna go down here. I always start on the seam right there. So let's start it. Let me remove this first. Now I play under the feet, the machine feet, like this. Make sure I check it correct or not, and I remove my pin, and now I start sewing. Back stitch and go down like this. I sew from here to all the way there because we don't want to go just like this. It's not gonna look good. What we focus is this line. We wanna make it straight line here. If you didn't do it the right way, take it off with the seam ripper again and try it again. Now this is good, so we're gonna sew all the way up. Start from there like this and remove your pin. Now start sewing again. Go down and connect to your seam, first seam. And go all the way down for the second time. Never leave only one seam. Okay, now look at this. Isn't it nice? Gonna use the seam ripper. Somewhere cut it, always cut it from the top part, like this. This is a chain stitch, so it's very easy to take it out, you know, to pull on the other side, but sometimes it's stuck, sometimes it's very easy to remove the thread from the back. Make sure remove every thread and put in the trash can. Now we're gonna press whatever you have iron, press it, open it, and press like this. Okay, now we're gonna need to fold this one at the seam like this, and the other side gonna fold here, right there, and press. Now we're gonna press all over, open, make sure the seam are open like this. Now the one we fold here, I'm gonna sew it on a little bit, okay? Like this. And the other side too. Gonna sew it on a little bit like this. It's look like this. Now we are gonna stuck this down right there. And see? Gonna fold this together like this and sew these two together. Right there, and same thing on the other side. Right there. Sew these together. Now we're gonna put back the little stitch here and done, ready to go, okay?